we are not yet starting the lecture. Maybe the day will come and babies will cry, why don't we start the lecture? Prabhu all set? Prabhu? This angle set?
I've restarted.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Radhita Shri Vishakha Vitam Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namo He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Krishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
4.34. So thank you very much. I know it's Monday evening. All of you might be busy working after weekend and may be tired also, because there's a break in our schedule on Saturday and Sunday, and Monday it becomes difficult to cope up with the schedule. And you have a lot of meetings, but still you came here. I'm very grateful to all of you. So we'll recite this verse from Bhagavad Gita and then we'll discuss. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshina. Anyone would like to recite?
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanisa tattvadarshina.
Jnaninas Tattvadarshina. Anyone else? Pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam Do we have another microphone? Yes. Someone can read the translation in purport? Or if someone can read louder, that is also good.
Hare Krishna.
Give it to one of the Bhajans.
Translation and purport. True translation.
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
Purport?
Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. The path of spiritual realization is undoubtedly difficult. The Lord therefore advises us to approach a bona fide spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession from the Lord Himself. No one can be a bona fide spiritual master without following this principle of disciplic succession. The Lord is the original spiritual master, and a person in the disciplic succession can convey the message of the Lord as it is to his disciple. No one can be spiritually realized by manufacturing his own process, as in the fashion of the foolish pretenders. The Bhagavatam 6.3.19 says, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. The path of religion is directly enunciated by the Lord. Therefore, mental speculation or dry arguments cannot help lead one to the right path. Not by independent study of books of knowledge can one progress in spiritual life.
Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant, without false prestige. Satisfaction of a self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in the spiritual life. Inquiries and submission constitutes the proper combination of the spiritual understanding. Unless there is a submission and the service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective. One must be able to pass the test of spiritual master, and when he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blesses the disciple with a genuine spiritual understanding.
In the words of both blind following and absurd inquiries are condemned. Not only should one hear submissively from the spiritual master, but one must also get a clear understanding from him. In submission and service and inquiries, a bona fide spiritual master is by nature very kind towards the disciple. Therefore, when the student is submissive and is always ready to render service, the reciprocation of knowledge and inquiries become perfect.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So this is a very important verse and very practical and very easy to understand, easy to apply purport of Srila Prabhupada. So we'll discuss two things mainly today. Why do we need Bhagavad Gita? And second, why do we need spiritual master? See, Bhagavad Gita, as we call the book of humanity, as devotees, we preach and we tell this is the book of humanity. When was Bhagavad Gita spoken?
5,000 years.
5,000 years ago. The latest, not the latest version, but the latest it was spoken. Before that it was spoken 120 million years ago to some god. And before that billions of years ago. So time and again Krishna speaks Bhagavad Gita. Why Krishna chose to speak Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago?
Because knowledge got disappeared.
Okay, knowledge got disappeared. Okay, parampara was not intact. Okay. Shukadeva Goswami in 9th canto, in the last chapter of 9th canto, he describes this. Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are specially given for the people of Kali Yuga. So Krishna speaks Bhagavad Gita just before Kali Yuga starts, and Bhagavatam is spoken after actually Kali Yuga starts. So these both literatures are given for Kali Yuga people. Because we cannot read Vedas, we cannot read Upanishads, we cannot read Puranas also. We are so degraded in consciousness, in intelligence, in understanding. So very mercifully the Lord has spoken Bhagavad Gita for us. But the times are changing so fast. The time is changing so fast that even to understand Bhagavad Gita is becoming very difficult. What was spoken and understood by Arjuna, spoken by Krishna and understood by Arjuna in 45 minutes, in 45 years also, it's difficult to understand. That is the situation of this world today. And we are sitting right on the edge of Maya Nagari. You are protected. Just one thin river is protecting you. As Viraja is protecting, the spiritual world from material world. It separates. This small water body is protecting you. Nonetheless, you stay in a village or in a city, everywhere in the world, Maya, the Kali, has already entered our hearts. So Krishna is so merciful. He made Arjuna as an instrument so that he can speak Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is not bewildered. If Krishna will tell Arjuna fight, he will fight. If he will tell kill, he will kill. It was Krishna's arrangement to bewilder Arjuna, and Arjuna putting so many arguments, 5 arguments not to fight. Krishna gives answer to all these 5 arguments in 2nd chapter. And Bhagavad Gita is over. Krishna says, now, action. Light is already there. Cameras are already set. Only thing is, action. As we say, light, camera, action. Sun is already shining. Demigods are witnessing as camera. And then action. But Arjuna says, wait. No action. Let me understand. You are very quick. 2nd chapter, Krishna starts speaking from 2.11 and goes till 2.72. It's very fast. This delivery, the ball was very fast. Bouncer. Trial ball, as we say. One more. Nicely you should, So Prabhupada writes in 3rd chapter, 2nd verse, because Bhagavad Gita was spoken not very systematically, so Arjuna asking question. Krishna is so merciful. He spoke Bhagavad Gita. In 10 minutes, Bhagavad Gita over. Everything. And Arjuna understood. But just for our sake, Arjuna is asking question. Just for our sake, Arjuna is asking question. And rest of the 16 chapters were spoken for our benefit. And then also, just think about it. How merciful Krishna is. After speaking Bhagavad Gita for 45 minutes, Krishna is asking Arjuna, did you understand? And if you have not understood, I am ready to speak Bhagavad Gita again. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita again. Not to Arjuna, because Arjuna understood. So Krishna speaks to Uddhava. Before Krishna leaves this planet, he speaks to Uddhava. And you will see few verses exactly same from Bhagavad Gita. And that's called Uddhava Gita. So Krishna told his friend Uddhava that, hey Uddhava, that time there was no time. The situation was different. So I spoke this knowledge to Arjuna, but not very elaborately. I want to speak more. That's complete. Even 2nd chapter is complete. Nothing coming from Krishna has to be incomplete. Everything is complete because Krishna is complete. Purna. Purnamada, Purnamida. Because Krishna is complete, everything manifesting from the complete is complete unit. Every individual body is complete. Every individual human being, every individual reptile, every individual bird, every individual microbe is complete in itself. And that is Krishna's creation. But Krishna also speaks more. So he speaks to Uddhava. Anyways. And that's it, 11th canto of Bhagavatam. So Krishna is so merciful, he speaks Bhagavad Gita. Why? He knows we cannot understand, we cannot even read. You give Bhagavad Gita to people, they say, oh, you don't have a smaller version?
Pocket size.
The summary, like maybe few pages, or better, few paragraphs, or maybe few lines. If anyone asks me, then I tell them, only 2 lines, and Bhagavad Gita will be over. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vaja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayisha vimasu cha. Finish. Now practice. So he says, no, I cannot practice, I did not understand. Okay, 2 more lines. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. Tad vidhi, this knowledge, if you want to understand, go and find out tattva darshina, the bona fide spiritual master. Pariprashnena, surrender unto him, serve him, ask him, and he'll tell you all the details. Do you understand how important this verse is from Bhagavad Gita? So, Krishna knows that they cannot read Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, Vedangas. It's very difficult. And even if they read, they cannot understand. Krishna knows we are little less intelligent what is required. We are below eligibility criteria. Every place you go to army, you need certain height, certain health. You want to become a pilot, but you have fear of heights. You want to become a Navy officer, but you are afraid of water. Can't handle. So Krishna says they cannot read. So I have to give them something which is very simple. Very, very simple. Bhagavad Gita is so simple. It will not take much time to understand. Arjuna understood in 45 minutes. Because Arjuna was simple. So the simple knowledge to simple Arjuna was matching. Because we are very complicated persons. And what is the complication we have?
Material conditioning.
Material conditioning. We have selfishness. We have our own ideas to run the show. That's coming out of false ego. So tell me one thing. I came to this country, the great America. Very good. I like the system, especially the traffic discipline, the civic responsibility or civic sense, which right back in our country we lack. If you have to change the lane, there's a discipline to it. If you want to park, there's a discipline to it. I cannot just stand in the road. In India, we come sometime on the opposite side also. On the highway. And the police all come, "Hey Baba, where are you going?" Thoda sa jana hai. I'll take right from here. Mera ghar idhar hai. This is my house. Please allow me to go. Okay, come. So in India, there is also discipline. Everyone uses his own mind to set his own rules, his or her own rules. And with those rules, they drive the cars or they ride the bikes. And I will not talk about autowalas. They have come from different planet. They don't belong to this planet. The fastest mode of transport in India is not train, is not flight, it's auto. From where they will take you, they only know. Because nothing in their vehicle can break down. But other people are driving their, Toyotas and Hyundai and Honda and sometimes Mercedes and BMW. They are scared. Even one scratch, the entire cost of auto is less than one scratch. So when everyone has their own mind and brain, how do you expect discipline? And Prabhupada gives very small, simple example. Prabhupada says, keep 100 dogs packed in one room. And you think they'll be quiet? They'll be sitting, they'll be sleeping, they'll be meditating? No, they'll bark. And one barks, dogs. When one will bark, then others can't keep quiet. So here you have better, at least I saw the traffic discipline on all that. Why? Because there is a government who has a system and everyone's adhere to the system. Everyone follows the system. So Krishna is the creator. He's the universal government. He's the universal boss. And he knows how he has created this creation. He knows what all ingredients he has used for creation. He has created these bodies. So he has created this world, he has created all the resources, he has created the bodies. So how the bodies will move, Krishna will decide or you and me will decide? It has to be decided by Krishna. If you have an iPhone and it's gone bad, it's not functioning, then you don't go to, a fisherman. In India we say you don't go to cobbler. I don't know whether you have cobblers here or not. है मोची है? I didn't see. मॉल में?
ना महंगा कोई जाता नहीं
Throw the shoe and buy another shoe. I heard even throwing shoe, old garbage is a challenge here. So, if you have to understand how to run this world, you have to go to the creator. Like for iPhone, you go to the authorized showroom. And they can check the problem, they can detect the problem. So Krishna only will know. And Krishna is supremely intelligent. And with his supreme intelligence, he has given knowledge and just use it, accept that knowledge, apply in your life, and live peacefully. I don't know what is the problem. Tell me what is the problem. If Krishna is telling in 3rd chapter. Prabhu, can you open 3.10 or 3.11? See what Krishna is telling. Krishna is not our enemy. You have to follow. Today's kids you have seen, young boys and girls, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, how they talk. That's how we talk. Go to the translation. Yeah. Being pleased by sacrifice will also please you, and thus between the demigods and prosperity will reign for all. Go to previous translation. Previous. Read the translation. Anyone who has a mic, please read the translation.
In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigod, along with sacrifice for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be thou happy by this yajna, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation."
This is Krishna's plan. And he is declaring it in Bhagavad Gita that I have created demigods, I have created men, that means men, women, human beings, and the process to worship me. So when you accept the process to worship me, demigods will give you all the facilities because they are my servants. If wife, of a very big billionaire businessman, wife is serving the husband. Let's take this example to India. It's difficult to understand in this context. This is material world. Not everything will be good at every place. So you go to India and you see this Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, and his wife is serving him. What? His wife is serving him, keeping thali, chapatis, dal, pakwan, puri, halwa. And then she remembers, oh, I forgot the water. And at least 100 men will be standing there who are assistant of Mukesh Ambani, who are his servants. What they will say? Madam, we will bring. You be here. I'll bring the water. Why? Because that man is servant of Ambani. So if I wish to serve Krishna, then demigods who are servants of Krishna, they'll help me. They'll assist me. Or they'll provide me the facilities. That's what he's saying. So understand this process of yajna. Perform this yajna for me. In the verse previous to this, yajna arthat karmano anatra lokoyam karma bandhana. If you serve me, if you perform all the activities for me, you will be happy. Otherwise, you will be entangled in this material world. So demigods are giving all the facilities? Yes. Food, water, air, light, everything. Now there is chaos because we are not following. Because we are disturbing Krishna. We are not worshipping Krishna. So demigods are not giving us the facilities. They are rather creating problems for us. And then what Krishna is saying? When this will happen, you will get all the facilities. Which facilities? Material facilities. And enjoy and be happy. So Krishna is not telling, even though Krishna is telling, this is Dukhalayama Shashvatam, this place is material world, this place is full of miseries, still I am giving you a process by which you will be happy. And what will happen at the end of the life? You may ask Krishna that, Krishna, even if I will be happy, next life I may suffer. I will have to again enter the womb of my mother. And that's a problem, that's painful. Krishna is saying, no. If you worship me, demigods will give you all the material facilities. You will be happy. Keep worshipping me using all those facilities and be happy. And at the end, what you will gain is liberation. What will you gain at the end? Is liberation. So entire life you enjoy, be happy materially. Krishna is not saying, no, you be like a beggar, my devotees are like beggar. No, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, all these Maharajas. We are beggars because of our own destiny. We don't have money because we have not worshipped Krishna. If you worship Krishna, Krishna will give you all the facility. Some may get more, some may get less. Some may get salary into dollars, some may get salary into rupees. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make a difference. Ultimately, you have to eat what you have to eat, chapatis. Our Prabhu is from Andhra Pradesh. It's not after coming to America, he's eating only pizza. He eats rice and rasam and sambar. And tiffin is idli. You understand tiffin?
Different breakfast.
Yeah, in Andhra Pradesh, tiffin means breakfast. So if you go to Andhra Pradesh, all the restaurant will be written tiffin and meals.
Tiffin center.
Tiffin and meals. Meals within the tiffin should be there. Tiffin and meal, what kind of English? Tiffin means breakfast. You go to any house, anyone from Kerala here? Even if you go to their house at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m., they'll wake up, their batter will be ready. Immediately. Swami set, vanakkam, they'll serve you hot idli. It's not that after going to China, America, they start, eating rice. You cannot survive without rice. All the cooks, most of the cooks in ISKCON all over the world are from Bengal and Odisha. And that's why you see a lot of rice variety. You don't find much puris and chapatis. So Krishna is telling us, you take all the facility, be happy. Now, we stopped worshipping Krishna. Demigods, instead of giving us facilities, they started creating chaos in our life. We are not materially happy and we are not getting liberated. Nothing is happening. How much we are struggling. What is that verse? Manashashtani Mame Vamshu Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. Krishna is saying, you foolish living entities. That is Bhavarth. Don't go to find in translation. It's not in translation. This is Krishna's mood. You foolish beings. You are my part and parcel. From eternity till eternity. And you are suffering in this world. Why? Manashasthani indriyani. Because of your foolish mind. You are following the mind. That's why you are suffering. I met one person from Satyuga. From Satyuga. He was the only one person who was not happy. I said, Satyuga, everyone is happy, why are you not happy? He said, what to do, Prabhu, what can I say? I don't have a green card. Maybe in Satyuga it was black card or blue card. Then I met a person from Treta Yuga. I met 10 people. All unhappy. I said, everyone is happy. It's Ram Rajya. Why are you not happy? What to talk, Prabhu? We didn't get this green card. Then I met 100 people from Dwapar Yuga. Same question I asked them. Krishna is there. Everyone is happy. What happened? What to say, Prabhu? We didn't get green card.
Takes an eternity to get one.
Then I met 830 crores people from Kali Yuga who are unhappy because what to do, Prabhu, we don't have a green card. What about other 30 crores?
American.
They are also not happy. They also don't have green card. So we have, because of our conditioning, we have kept such conditions that if I get this, then only I am happy. There's only one condition. If I get Krishna, I'll be happy. If I get love for Krishna, I will be happy. If I don't get love for Krishna, I am not happy. There's only one condition in the entire creation. Be it Brahma, be it Shiva, anyone, be it Lakshmi ji. So Krishna is giving us happiness. Material happiness. I'm not talking only spiritual happiness. Krishna knows we have material body, we need good food. Krishna has given us very nice quality of grains. Now we are using genetically modified grains. Krishna gave such tasty vegetables. Now we are using pesticides and some chemicals just to make vegetables appear green, especially in India. Like green vegetables. So they'll make it appear green. All the vegetables in India are small. They put some injection. In the night they'll grow. Then I heard from one farmer. He said we spray wine. Wine. To make coriander leaves become green. I said, good. I said, tomorrow onwards I will eat more green coriander leaves. Send me something from your farm. So they use obviously some wine and some. So they use all these tactics to make things look appear. Krishna had already given us naturally. So that is the situation. That is why Krishna has to speak Bhagavad Gita, and we have to accept Bhagavad Gita. If we follow Bhagavad Gita, we'll be materially happy. But don't put the condition, because now in so many lifetimes we have messed up everything. If you change the city from New York, you go to Los Angeles. But you already have so many cases going on in New York. You have so many tickets pending to be paid. Do you think just by going to Los Angeles everything will be wiped out? That's when the visa form they ask you, the US visa form, any criminal record. So Prabhupada was once filling the form, and Prabhupada's disciple was filling the form. So he asked all the details. And then there was a question, any criminal records? So he asked Prabhupada, any criminal record? Prabhupada said, you rascal, you are asking this question to a spiritual master. In the country, in India, we don't even go to police station because everyone will think that we have done something wrong, and you are talking about criminal record? So anyways, he was innocent Americans. For Americans, it's normal. So because we have messed up in so many lifetimes, what happens? Now we have to suffer. But we can still be happy. We can still be happy. Don't try to run. If you have, some tickets pending, just pay it. Work hard, request them. I'll work hard, I'll pay it. Just pay it. Why you want to hold it? No, I'll run. I'll try to hide myself. Don't get into all this stuff. Vaishnavas never do this. Vaishnavas never try to get into tactics. They're very straightforward. Vaishnavism is simplicity. Simplicity is Vaishnavism. That's what Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur said. Vaishnavas are very straightforward. Okay, so now because of my Purva Karma, I'm not supposed to be rich. Okay, middle class, lower middle class, it's okay. I'm eating some food. No, but I don't have my own house. I'm still staying in rented apartment. That's okay. You are earning, you are paying rent. Today I went with one devotee, I wanted to buy something. So I'm coming from India. So everything I have to calculate. Dollar into rupees. So one pair of socks, 3 pair of socks, $6 rupees. 480. 500 rupees, 3 pairs. We get 100 rupees. Huh? In Andheri station, we get 100 rupees. He's saying 500 rupees. That's how we calculate. But for an American, it's 6 rupees. So you are earning also more. You're not earning in rupees. We think too much. I need more, I need more. Even Ambani needs more. Even Elon Musk needs more. Is there a limit? No. Elon Musk is saying that by 2050, I want 1 million people to settle in Mars. There should be a human society in Mars. In Hindi, there's a saying, na? Babul ugaye, to kata hi milega. Na? That means if you sow the seed of a bitter gourd, you will not get mango tree. So you are taking humans from this planet to Mars. What are humans doing here? Because of their greed, they are fighting, they are exploiting, they are cheating. What they will do in Mars? Same greed, same exploitation, same cheating. What's the benefit? There's no benefit. There's no place here in Earth. I see so much places there. You leave West Coast, East Coast, you go to Central America, so much places. There's a lack of place to stay. So there is no end to the greed. So just be satisfied. So worship Krishna. Even though demigods are creating chaos in this material world, you will have the strength to tolerate. I'm not saying you will not get into any problem. You will have strength to deal with that, to tolerate that rather. So you serve Krishna, you get inner strength to tolerate. Demigods, whatever you will accept, you will be materially satisfied. I cannot use the word materially happy because now we have created too much of mess. So but be satisfied. And if you follow all this, worship Krishna, tolerate what demigods are giving, good or bad, and be satisfied materially, at the end of your life you will go back to God. Liberation is pakka. So point A and point Z. Worship Krishna, you get moksha, that is same. In between you have to do the adjustment. And to know more details about this, how to understand Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnanina Tattva Darshinaha. Krishna speaks in 4th chapter too many different varieties of yajna. Then he tells Arjuna to know all the details. You approach a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. An amazing purport. We don't have time, otherwise we can just go by line and discuss so much. So we need a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. And that bona fide spiritual master is Srila Prabhupada and his bona fide followers. They are all spiritual masters. Some may be initiating spiritual master. Some may be instructing spiritual master. Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. So whoever is following Srila Prabhupada, only he becomes bona fide spiritual master. And we have many. To a certain degree, to some degree, different devotees are able to follow. Don't see the dark spots on the moon. See how the moon is shining and giving you light. So sometimes Vaishnavas, because of their own previous karma, they may have some shortcomings. Don't see that. Prabhupada was asked in America, Swamiji, are you perfect? He said, no, but the knowledge I am giving is perfect. Very humble stand Prabhupada. Prabhupada is perfect. Prabhupada was always perfect. But Prabhupada is saying, even if I am not perfect, that means my disciples, they may not be perfect, but because if they are speaking what I have spoken and I speak what my Guru Parampara spoke and they speak what Krishna spoke, Krishna speaks, everything is perfect. That's why Bhagavad Gita as it is. we need spiritual master. Spiritual master is not a very big term. You have devotees, who were Shiksha Gurus in Prabhupada times. Prabhupada is preeminent Shiksha Guru. So Prabhupada's books become Shiksha Guru. It's like Bharat, the younger brother of Lord Ram. He kept the shoes of Ram on the throne. That if Ram is not there, his shoes are the king's. Similarly, Prabhupada's physical absence is taken care by books of Prabhupada. So spiritual master means he takes the instruction from Prabhupada, understanding from Prabhupada, and he repeats. So in Prabhupada time, if anyone is like 2 years, 3 years in the movement, 1966 and 69, some young disciple wrote to Prabhupada, Swamiji, that was no Prabhupada, Swamiji, how can you are traveling, so if I need to ask question, what can I do? Prabhupada said, go to your senior god brothers and god sisters, they'll guide you. How senior they are? 2 years. But because they are following. There was a young boy who was crying. What is his age?
18 months.
18 months. Does he speak?
Yeah, little bit.
A little bit. So if you ask him, what is this? And if he tells it's a microphone, is he speaking perfect?
Yeah.
He learned from his mother or father. If he says this is mobile phone, if he says this is Krishna and Balaram, he is perfect. Age no bar. So any senior devotee who is sincerely following, you feel that he is sincere, just read Prabhupada's books, hear Prabhupada's lecture, and take some instruction, practical guidance from Guru. So there are different grades of Guru. So small problem, someone of you may be chanting 2 rounds, and you are inspired to chant more rounds, but you're not able to manage time. So then you go to a devotee who is chanting 16 rounds and working. Prabhuji, how can I manage this? Please tell me. Then he'll tell you, do this, sleep 15 minutes less. You're sleeping 8 hours, sleep for 7.5 hours. So half an hour you reduce your sleep, and then chant 4 more rounds. So from 2 rounds you go to 6 rounds. That is sufficient. And when senior gurus come, you can ask another question. But we need someone to guide us on a practical level. That is there. So here we have devotees who are managing this amazing center. And so many of you, if Monday evening we see 40-50 people, then I can only assume more than 100-150 people on Sunday. Sunday evening, Sunday feast. So they are managing the show, they are serving Prabhupada, they are trying to work hard, they are trying to collect funds, arrange all the facilities, arrange groceries and vegetables and cooks. And they cook prasadam so that all of you can come and hear. And they arrange speakers like they instructed me to come. So we both come together. I speak, you hear, we both learn. And then you will take prasadam. So these devotees were sincerely working. Prabhupada is blessing them. Anyone who will serve ISKCON in any amount, Prabhupada will bless them. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. And when a spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada blesses you, the knowledge will be revealed. And then you can preach more. That's how you have to serve the instruction of Prabhupada. And then it gives potency in our preaching. If you're not preaching and you read books, whatever you will understand from Prabhupada's books in 2 hours, if you're a preacher, you'll understand that in like 15 to 20 minutes of reading. Because Krishna will help you, Prabhupada will help you. So we need Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has given that. To understand Bhagavad Gita, we need Guru. Krishna has given that. At the end, what we follow Bhagavad Gita. After learning from Guru, we surrender to Guru. Understand Bhagavad Gita. We follow Bhagavad Gita. We apply Bhagavad Gita. At the end, we attain Krishna. It's an amazing thing. In my bag, I am carrying a very special thing. It's 540 carat of diamond. The bag is only for maybe 1 cent. But there is a 540 carat diamond. You want to see? What will you do? Does not belong to you, you will not get it. If I give you that diamond, you hold this while I speak, you will be happy. But when I take the diamond back because I have to go back, then you will be sad. But before you knew about diamond, you were not sad. Now diamond is making you sad. So things of this material world, we are running behind to attain the things in this material world. But when they leave you or they are taken away from you, you will be so miserable. And sometimes if you wish, I wish this never would have happened in my life. Sometimes people talk like that. So these material things, we run behind them. Whatever you are supposed to get, you will get. Nothing more, nothing less. It will come. So why to run behind? Yes, you work hard. Nobody is saying don't work hard. Krishna is not saying don't work. Work hard, earn your money, earn your living, but be satisfied. And whatever chaos is created because of our own karma, universal karma, demigods are giving us the result, be satisfied with the material things. Be tolerant. So satisfaction with what you gain, tolerance with what is coming in your way, worshipping Krishna, performing bhakti. At the end you attain Krishna. That's all you want. Maybe someone of you, how many of you have read Bhagavad Gita? Did you find anywhere Bhagavad Gita Krishna says that to come back to me you need to come back in a Tesla car? Please meet Mr. Musk. He'll give you the divine transcendental Tesla car and you sit in that and you come back to me. Krishna doesn't sit in Tesla car. But Krishna is seated in the body which you have. Yantra runani maya. Riddesha Arjuna tishtati. I'm sitting in your heart. So this vehicle is very important, but it has to be used for Krishna's service. So we need Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has given that. We need Guru. Krishna has given that. Surrender to Guru, read Bhagavad Gita, worship Krishna, go back to Krishna. And whatever you gain on material world, whatever there is gain, there is loss, get rikshaya alabha santushto, be satisfied. And whatever ups and downs in the weather, in the inflation, in the policies, in the tariff, just be satisfied. Just be tolerant. What can you do? If someone is putting a 200% tariff, what can you do? You cannot say don't put tariff. That's his country, he wants to, so what can you do? It's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. If I am a seller and if I have to sell this, I'll put it $50. You want to buy, you buy, otherwise get lost. It's my choice. Why should we get disturbed? My grandfather used to eat ghee. 1 rupee per kilo, pure ghee. 1 rupee per kilo. And now the pure ghee is available not less than 5,000 rupees. People are still eating chapatis, eating rice. They have not died. Nobody dies of hunger. Very few people. A lot of advertisement is done. Give money, people are dying of hunger. Some people are happy. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any questions? Any comments? Yes, Prabhu. Raise your hand, the microphone will come.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for emphasizing the message, the importance of message, and overlook the deficiencies that there may be in a messenger, because after all, we are human beings. I just wanted to ask a question on the purport of Srila Prabhupada. And there was one statement around absurdity of the question. So we shouldn't be asking absurd questions. Can you expand what is an absurd question? Because absurdity.
If absurd question means you ask me, Prabhuji, in which stock shall I invest? Even though it's an absurd question, I'll give you a very good answer. You should invest in ISKCON. Give all the money to ISKCON. Prabhuji will like, how much return I will get? You will get eternal life. It's an absurd question. You cannot ask, where do I invest? It's an absurd inquiry. Which car do I buy? That's an absurd inquiry. Absurd inquiry means nothing to do with whichever is not helping you. There are many philosophical absurd inquiries also. Why Krishna did not protect Abhimanyu? Absurd inquiry. What do you have to do with that? So proper inquiry means the answer when you get of your inquiry. Is your bhakti growing with that answer? If not, just keep shut. You have to ask the question which will help you to grow in bhakti. Otherwise, there is no point in asking questions. Sometimes just people argue. So that's absurd inquiry.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for insightful class. Prabhu, my question is, we expect that in our bhakti, if you're serving, you're doing things, you should ideally go, the graph should go always towards high. But then there are days when you go towards low, then there are high days. So how do you identify if you're growing or you're falling?
Yeah. So once some of the youths, I was sitting with them in the COVID time, and they asked me a question that how to deal with lust. Because lust goes up, it's come down, again goes up, again comes down. So then I made a graph. I was thinking, but it will take time to show. So material desires or bhakti, same graph, the opposite graph, that's all. So bhakti, if it goes up, say 10 units, and comes down like 8 units, how much up it is? 2 units and plus. Again you take it to 10 units. Again it will come down maybe 6 units now, because now you are becoming mature. So you are plus 6 units, 2 plus 4. Again push it to 10 units. Now it comes down 4 units. So another 4 units. Now you are 10 units above. So at one point of time, whichever bhakti level yours was at top, now that is low. So you are growing. So if you grow but come down and grow further, then you're growing. Net growth should be there. We will come down. There will be fluctuations. We are still struggling in material world, so there will be stretch. The graph of bhakti cannot go like this. The net graph should go like this, but it will always be like this. So it happens with everyone. Any other question? Okay. So So we stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.